Hey guys, it's Mary. I'm going to be planting some seeds and uppotting some loofahs. So, that's the plan for the night, or the end of the night, because I just did that other video where I uppotted a bunch of things. So, I've got the ground cherries, the Amish paste, the sweet marjoram, oregano, and anise that I'm planting, and I'm going to do two. Can you see that very well? I just put my stuff right on here. Probably shouldn't do that with wet soil and seed packets. But it was how I was sounding things out. But you can kind of see that there's like 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 hole, maybe. So every 2, I'm going to do these. And I'm going to be real honest, I'm going to overseed. Because I saw that some guy that sells herbs overseeds and then sells like a whole little cluster of like a beautiful plant of herbs, and I was like, I would like to try that. Or doesn't even sell, just has a whole plant of an herb. Granted, he was talking about a plant garage sale, and I was like, oh, I wish I lived closer to that guy. I would go to it. So this is the 600. I'm not planting 600 ground cherry seeds. But, oh, golly, I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, these are the ground cherry seeds. So, we're just going to take a couple and sprinkle them here and there. Oop, that was way too many right there. And hopefully a bunch of people want to try ground cherries this year. So, I think they're a tropical delight. So, we will see. So, this weekend I go and pick up my chicks. So, I need to have that all ready and set to go. I think I just need, other than like setting up the brooding box, I currently have it outside airing out from the other chickens. This is what I'm looking for. Other than the other chickens, airing out from the other chickens, my goodness. I still need to just like thoroughly wipe it out and clean it, and then put bedding in it, and I've got the chick feeder stuff all cleaned up and ready to go. Ooh. When you're planting seeds, you should try to keep one hand dry, just so like you're not damaging the seed packet or ruining the seeds. This is the tomato Amish paste. Oh no, I ripped off too much of it. Awesome. I don't know if I'll be overseeding these, but I'll probably be getting a lot in. So overseeding. That's what those seeds look like. I don't know if you can... Oh, that's kind of better. That was a shadow. I wasn't showing you the packet. But then also me and my friend are going to a grapevine weaving class. And then the weekend after that, I'm going with a different friend to the second bee class to try to learn more about what to expect when installing and what to expect when installing and what the first couple weeks should look like and months should look like to make sure you're on the right track. I'm supposed to meet with my neighbor guy that's going to build me the beehive stand soon. I've had the beehive built for 2 years now in my house. So, soon. Wow, that is so tiny. Oh, you're supposed to soak seeds overnight to speed up germination. Oh, we might have missed the window for this one. What does this one say? 6 to 8 weeks? Okay. We're in that range. What does this one say? 6 to 8 weeks. So the sweet marjoram, germination can take 10 to 14 weeks. But also it can be planted outdoors after danger of frost. So, you know. These are super teeny tiny. I don't know how well I can display how tiny those are, but those are teeny tiny. Here's to being silly. I have to make dirt this weekend. Next week is the squash gourd week. It's gonna be a big planting week. I found another shelf in my barn, shelf unit in my barn. So, however, it's missing, it has the shelves, it's a shelf unit, it's just missing the little metal brackets to hold the shelves in place. So I need to go buy some of those. But that's next week's a big week, and it's like oh, hey, I need to put, wow, I already got so flustered just thinking about next week I didn't even put dirt on top of this. Which, since these are so tiny, just a very smidge dirt on top, like, there's only so much energy in a seed to make it through that soil. And if it's a teeny tiny seed, it doesn't have much energy to make it through. So, hope that made sense. Next week, though, I'm already getting flustered by the, am I starting it in one of these trays? Am I starting it in one of these cups? Am I starting it in what? This is oregano, so seeds 8 weeks before last frost. Okay. Wow, those are even tinier. Okay, that's far too many. 400, okay, I don't need 450 seeds in my hand right now. That's so silly. Let's say that many. Probably. So that's how teeny tiny these seeds are. Super teeny tiny. Okay. I've already thought about how I will need to go buy at least one more stand. I'm trying to be frugal as doing this and not be like, you need to go buy all the stuff. Which at the end of this video I'll tell you about a crazy order I made. But I don't want to go out and spend a bunch of money just in case, like, this is all a bust, you know? Who knows? Who knows? So that was oregano. Again, I wasn't supposed to start seeds at all this week because that's next week's problem. This week was just focusing on uppotting things. And here I am buying more seeds and starting more seeds. So silly. So silly. It says to sow as soon as the soil gets warm. but I'm gonna start some inside. So, oh wow, these are bigger seeds. I know Anison has like a licorice flavor. So let's see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to make sure to keep up-potting things, so as I up-pot, I can take things off the shelf and eventually start trying to get them out from under the lights and near a window to see if, or even just near the shelves that have, near the shelves, so they're still getting light, but like they don't need as much light. But that can be a gamble. It's just a whole thing that I'm trying to figure out, you know? But every year I feel like I've made some type of small investment into my plant craziness. Which, that's cool. It's a nice hobby to have, right? Okay, so I think, and then I just need to put a dome on this so it can have the heat to germinate. But that 10 to 14 week one, that might be a struggle. But also, my plant room is super freaking hot, so maybe it's not a struggle. Maybe it's going to be like, oh gosh, it's so hot in here, I'm popping up after 2 weeks. We'll see. I don't know. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have to cut all these tags also because they're going to be too big. But that'll be an off-camera thing. So we got a whole tray planted. Great. So now we're up to the loofahs. Did I forget to... Uh-oh. I possibly need to go put tags back in some things. So, here's a loofah that is dripping wet. We've got this guy, and then this guy started growing, which, yeah, it's just a baby one. Didn't expect it to grow at all, so that's pretty cool. Yep. This guy, they're all starting to get trendles. I have 5 loofahs that need to all be up-potted, but, like, I ain't got that type of time in my night. I've got 3 pots ready to go. Okay? How about that? So, from what I read, it's supposed to be like 24 inches across or a 5-gallon bucket. This is neither a 5-gallon bucket or 24 inches across. I have a ruler even to go, yeah, I know it's only 11 inches across. But we're going to try still. Because that's where I'm at. I'm using the dirt that I made to do this with. And I didn't fill up the bucket all the way. Oh gosh, it's just dripping. I didn't fill up the bucket all the way. Because I knew that this was going to be so much dirt. And it's dripping because I knew I was up-potting it. But it had been sitting in standing water. Lovely. Okay. It had been sitting in standing water. And that's gross. I wish. We're just going to wring out some of that water. There we go. Okay, so this is kind of what it's looking like. Oh, wait. I have a peanut plant that died. The remnants of the peanut plant is there. So I'm going to just move some of this dirt over So I empty a bucket of dirt, and I don't just have so many things of dirt in my house. Bags, totes, buckets, pails. Downsizing. So I hate tomato cages. Not a fan of tomato cages. I've tried to make them work. They're just not realistic, I don't think. Like, tomatoes get too big. I've heard other people have the same complaint that they don't like them. They're not good. Like, it's a lot of pruning. I just let my tomatoes grow on the ground. Okay. So, one of my dogs started getting sick, so we had to go outside. Tomato cages. So, I'm going to put that in this pot. Ideally this way. Yeah. Alright. So then, these loofahs will have something to trellis up on. And when you do that, you just kind of help them figure it out. It won't take long for them to be like, I have something to climb on. Amazing, because that's what they're looking for. So, we've got one potted up. So again, this guy is just living his best life. And you can see that it's only, oh yeah, you can see shadows. Cool. It's only filled that high. And again, this is, oh wow. Wow, I need something to pour this into. There we go. That's real not good. So, while I was outside, I had to check on the baby chicks that I moved out. They're not babies. They're like 20 weeks old. So not babies at all. Young adolescents. When you introduce new birds to a flock, there's always a pecking order that occurs. And so a lot of times those birds get pushed outside and are like, nah, you can't sleep in here with us. So sure enough, they were out behind my chicken coop, and my dogs were barking at them, just stressing them out more. So there's a fence, so safety first. So I had to go pick them up and put them back in the coop. I have a little tote out there, so like a tote on its side, so I just put them in that so they could huddle together, because we gotta learn, like, this is where you live now. And that came out a lot smoother than the last one. That's great. All the water, that's yikes. Yeah, this is the dirt I was using. Goodness. I'm so ready for supper. But really bad projects that are getting done is, I think I've already mentioned it, but just in case I haven't, I have a garden gate now that's beautiful. Still need to paint it, but it's beautiful just the way it is. It's functional. It's exciting. That friend is going to come back over and help me fix my chicken coop gate. So that's exciting also. And then I have another friend that is going to come over on Sunday and help me repair the chicken coop windows, because those got busted a long time ago. Those got busted a long time ago, and the makeshift crap I've done has not been good, and I'm sure doesn't help the chickens come winter time. This was nonsense I did with tomato cages to try to help situations. It didn't. Just in case if you're thinking about throwing some twine on some tomato cages, doesn't help. But some of these are just, they might be just stuck on there, and I'll give the plant something else to curl around. Maybe. I'm not gonna break it as I pull it in here. Also, I'm really excited how fun this is gonna look in my plant room until they can move outside. Because who just has trellis plants in their plant room? Inside their house, not their greenhouse. Shenanigans. But also, while I'm doing all of this, I need to start all these seeds for all the things. Like, they need a place to go also. So, I have plans. But also, I needed to make new spots for things. And so, my friend that's coming over Sunday to help with the chicken coop window, his girlfriend's one of my best friends, and she's going to help me be a crazy plant person and figure out different lots or spots I can put things. And, like, I need to start killing the grass because it's going to go places. Oh, my gosh, it's so sopping wet. That's so not good. This is not good. Do not have that. Your plants do this. It's not good. The roots are going to get root rot, okay? Don't do what I do, okay? But this guy, can't even see it because he's dripping so much. Okay. So, oh, there we go. So this guy, again, living his best life. Let's see if I can't get you close. He's got all sorts of trendles. Like, this guy really wants to live on something. More trendles, just wanting to get up on something. So this plant is really, oh my gosh, how many lights do I have in this room? This plant is really going to enjoy that I'm giving it a trellis to live its best life in. Okay. That's great. Kind of filled in the hole that I was trying to put it in. I'm like not tall enough. But we did it. Okay, so there's lots of projects. Lots of things occurring. Lots of things getting accomplished, which is super exciting. I appreciate all the help and the creative energy that people are willing to do and give me, what have you. Sometimes my brain just taps out and I'm like, I'll grow all the things. Someone help me think, though. You know? Okay, cool. Did we fully emptied that bag? Wonderful. Wonderful. I can throw things away tonight. How exciting. I've emptied things. I need to hook up more lights in the sunroom. Or plant room. My gosh. Whatever's happening. So, and this is like a really long tomato cage. So... Silly things. Okay. So I'm not even going to try to make this guy go up into it from the center. We're just going to give it a little twist like that. Oh wow, you can't even see this now. That's interesting. That's so heavy. Yay! So I think I'm done for the evening. I still have 2 more loofahs to do, but like I gotta drill holes in buckets. I gotta make more dirt. So that's just. It's 8:32. I'm done. But the ridiculousness that I did. How I was talking about being frugal and stuff. I'm getting concerned about the pot sizes that I have because they're all like not all that deep of pot sizes, and that's concerning. We've seen the root balls on some of these plants, and this is not big enough. This is not big enough for them. So I got on the Amazon and these cups now that has gross dirt water in it. I bought 1,000 of them. I have a whole case of 1,000 16-ounce cups. So I feel a little bit more ready. So silly. So these are the trellis loofah plants. It looks fun. I'm excited. Oh, I've moved that way too fast. Sorry about that. Exciting things. So thanks for joining me on the journey tonight. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good night.